Greetings fellow warriors and welcome back to another Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord video. Today we're taking a look at new mods that have been released in February. Ranging from economic changes up to total overhauls, there's pretty much something for everyone, so sit back and enjoy. I wanted to get this one out much sooner, but due to me being ill, I just wasn't in the shape to record a video, even less recording my voice with almost 40 degrees of fever. Well, to say it was bad is just an understatement. I'm not feeling too well right now either, but it's much better now. On the topic of the Feast mod, I'm currently working on jousting tournaments. I will have something to show you very soon, but other than that, let's dive in to today's mod list. First up, we have Double Perks mod. You know that annoying feeling when you have to pick just one perk even though both of them are great? Yeah, that's gone now. This mod allows you to select both the main and alternative perks at the same time. That means no more choosing between an extra 0.5% damage or a tiny bit of movement speed. Now you get both. And let's be completely real, some of these perks barely make a difference, so having both actually makes you feel like you're progressing in a meaningful way. This is one of those why isn't this in the base game mods. Simple, effective, and it makes leveling up feel way more rewarding. Next up, PEO Better Workshop. Workshops in Bannerlord. Yeah, they pretty much suck. You buy one, hope it makes money, and then one day, boom, you're losing more than a gambler in a rigged dice game. This mod fixes that mess. It automates raw material purchases, fixes the daily income calculations, and makes sure that products actually get sold to caravans instead of just rotting in some storage. You can also use it on existing campaigns, so if your workshops have been burning money, slap this mod in and suddenly you're running a proper business empire. Moving on, let's talk about nostalgia. Bannerband is here to bring back that good old warband feel. This mod is basically warband, but in Bannerlord. It adds back all the original factions: Swadia, Rodok, Vaegir, Serenids, Nords and Kurgits, completely recreating their troop trees while keeping things balanced. But that's not all, we've got two new factions, Kalsia and Goroya, that fit right in the world with their own cultures and histories. Their map has been tweaked to be more interesting and everything just feels right. If you've played Warband for thousands of hours like I did and want that classic experience in a modern engine, this is a must-have. Up next we have clickable battle orders. Ever get into a battle, open up the command menu and fumble around trying to give orders like you're defusing a bomb? Well, this mod fixes that. Now instead of cycling through menus, you can just click the orders. No more weird keyboard gymnastics, just point and click and boom, your troops are moving exactly how you want. Plus, this mod provides an API so other modders can add even more custom battle orders. Simple but game changing. Up next we have Directional Attack Keybind, which gives you full control over your attack directions. This mod lets you set specific keys for each attack direction. You can also disable certain attack types, so if you hate doing overhead swings with an axe, you can turn that off and just stick to horizontal slashes. Perfect for people who like their combat crisp, clean and predictable. Up next we have Drop All Weapons. Ever killed an archer in the arena only for his bow to magically vanish because he switched to a melee weapon before dying? Yeah, we've been there, but no more. With Drop All Weapons, every weapon a character is carrying will now drop to the ground instead of just the two in their hands. That means more loot, more options and more realism. Plus, it makes battles feel more immersive when you see the battlefield littered with actual weapons, not just bodies. Next up we have Extra Clans. This mod adds 22 new clans, 2 for the Aserai, 4 for Britannia, 2 Crusade, 3 Northern Empire, 3 Southern Empire, 3 Sturgeon, 2 Vlandian and 3 Western Empire clans, all with their own lords and ladies to populate the world. This means essentially more rivals, more friends and more chaos in Caradia. Did you ever look at the smithing system and thought, man, I wish smithing was more fun? Well, Just Let Me Smith fixes that. It removes the weird restrictions that Tailwords put on weapon parts, letting you actually mix and match like a real blacksmith. Want to slap a one-handed axe head onto a two-handed handle? Done. Want to forge a huge mace that breaks bones from across the battlefield? You got it. Maybe you want to create some cursed abomination like a sword blade attached to a polearm? Well, then I've got good news for you. Pole swords exist for that exact purpose. On top of that, it adds new crafting handles that are essentially reworked native parts, giving you even more customization. And if you're using RBM, which I think most of you are, the damage values will feel more balanced. Without it you might end up making some absolute OP weapons, but maybe that's what you're here for. It works with most crafting mods and doesn't require a new save. If you're tired of Bannerlord telling you what you can and can't forge, then this is the mod for you. So start crafting some absolute insane weapons that makes your own troops question your sanity. And lastly, we have BEO Economy Rework. This mod takes Bannerlord's barely functioning economic system and turns it into something actually worth engaging with. First off, house management. You can now buy houses, generate passive income and even sell them later if you need some cash. The price depends on the prosperity of the city, so naturally, richer cities will cost more. Then there's farm management. You can buy farms, sell them and even increase village prosperity through ownership. This means if you invest in a village, it actually grows. That's how economies should work. You can now create elite and military caravans. Elite caravans start with better funding and more troops, while military caravans are straight up rolling fortresses with more than 100 units. No more having your caravans wiped out by a bunch of bandits. Inflation and price changes are now based on supply and demand. If a good is in high demand, the price skyrockets. If there's an oversupply, prices drop. Village production improvements make village output depend on seasons, geography and prosperity levels. Winter will hurt production, coastal villages will generate more fish and Britannian villages will flood the market with grapes. This mod definitely adds a lot more depth to the game. And yeah, I guess this is it for this list. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, it would help out tremendously. Or maybe even subscribe to the channel, that would really make my day. Join my Discord server if you want to talk to me and other like-minded people about all kinds of stuff, and I'll see you all in my next video. Become a patron or YouTube member today, and bye. Yet another huge thank you to these channel members and patrons. Amy Orlando, Athena, Mother of the Institute, B, Black Goku, Hart, Herblore, Hangover Ostrich, Ian Clean, Isaac Waltzman, Joe Mungandre, Josh Harding, Litauen, Michael Mijovic, Nexus, North Korean, Philippe Ramele, Arca, sold for $7, Wow, Minus, A10, Anonymous, Anthony Daniels, Ashen, Astartes 40k, Austin Johnson, Ben Thomas, Big Charles Turtlehead III, Reben Jonut, Bulldozer, Bunions Onto, Cedilo, Cian Maxwell, Corner, Daniel Horst, Desuvult, Enzo, Esdesu, Finn, Plexicus, Gin Taras, Gobernoid, Gustavo Policabo, Horvath, Jay, Jacob Xiong, Jacobo, Jeremus, John Schmiedlei, Jordan Rucker, Jose, Joseph Perry, Josh Potts, Julian Mason, Kaspar Pietschik, Kelvin Dura, Kendrick M, Coville, L Hill, Lady Death 69, Laney, Larry M, Ledis, Lil Soldier, Lincoln 42, Lyrian, Mango Tango, Nathan Walker, Nolan, Peter Horak, Petro 6, Quinn Smith, Recoil Rose, Sam of Saturn, Samuel Cornwell, Estelle Wadra, Street Dapper, Thulde, Tim, Trajan Augustus, Tyler Zor, Vinicius Barbosa, Ponboard, Via Fitzgerald, Xavier S, Xyx, Yosshu, Zeki, Will McCoy, Mao Goblin, Kaukau, Exile Tension, Badehan, Falcomir, Etelon Wow, Nicholas Torres, SD Archer, Travel Russell, El Kalitos, Great Lion, Ed Kainer, Hellcash, Egg and Clinky Man, and all the other channel members for supporting the channel.